and this is something here that any coach that gets a head coaching job here is going to have an issue with. The first one, obviously, is the youth program numbers are not great. And this is the first year I can remember in a long time we've only been able to field one third and fourth grade team. Next year, I expect we'll be able to have one third and fourth grade team, and probably we'll be able to have two in the fifth and sixth grade division. But the numbers are bad, and part of that is obviously the classes themselves are just small. And there's not a whole lot you can do about that. We can only do so much recruiting to bring kids into Springs Valley, whether or not they want to play football. So that's going to be an issue no matter what. The second thing is there not a lot of talent there. In third grade, there wasn't a whole lot. Fourth grade was also very lacking talent-wise. Fifth grade, I keep hearing how good they are. I've yet to see a whole lot of it, but I do think there's probably some potential there with a number of their kids. Sixth grade, I keep looking at them and I'm thinking they should be better than they are, but they just don't have anyone right now that's special. There's not a lot of quickness there, and their line has some size, but they're right now they're just not where they need to be physically. The current seventh grade struggles a lot. Eighth grade's pretty good. The current eighth grade group they're talented. There's a lot of those kids, and they do a nice job. And you're looking after that, you've got the current freshman group. I always thought outside of Chile and probably outside of Xander, there's not a whole lot there. And that's probably all they got. The sophomore group has always been lacking, and then you've got the current juniors who were always supposed to be good, and then they just never did anything. So I am worried about the current talent that's within the program. But I think, okay, once you realize that, what are you going to do about it? And what I did at Crawford County, we did a lot of speed and agility things. There I did 6 sections of advanced PE, and we would spend 2 days a week doing speed and agility. And, we did that for 2 years, and you could see by the end a lot of kids really improved. So many kids today cannot run correctly, and it sounds silly, but they just cannot. And then obviously you're spending time in the weight room. I know Springs Valley has some advanced PE things that they do. You hear good and bad with it, like anything. But really, I think the important thing is, once they're in high school, you can do some stuff with them. But if you can start something earlier with the youth there, I know there's an elementary PE, which is, from what I understand, kind of a joke. If you could do a little bit more there, I've got some planning there that I think would help us. And if it's not something you could do during the day, then probably you could do some things after school. The tough thing about starting a program with the youth after school will be finding the gym space, or maybe you can do stuff in the hallway if a hallway is available, if it's allowed to you. Let me turn my computer, the sun's getting me. Maybe you can do stuff in the hallway, or whatever. That's something we'd have to figure out. Then also finding time to do it between youth basketball, youth baseball, youth football, obviously. They all kind of run together, so finding time so the kids can actually do it. But that's what I would like to do, is try to develop the kids we have, because currently you look at them and we've got there's a handful of talented ones in the younger groups, but I feel like a lot of them they're good because their dads play with them, and they play baseball with them, and they throw a football with them, and they do stuff with them so they can play. But if we could get all these kids more active, I think we could develop more than we have. I think it'd be good for everyone, not just for football, but for everyone's program.